Let's arrange this big band together. So first things first, this is a concert pitch score. Second, I already wrote a melody here. I also wrote a bass line, chords, some hits, and you'll see the bari sax is actually doubling the bass line. What we're going to do is explore what I would do with the saxes at this point in the song, and also what would I be doing with the brass. Notice the chord progression at the bottom has a bunch of chords over G. That's because this is a pedal point. This is probably some kind of interlude shooting off into the next section, or maybe some kind of solo section. This is what the chords sound like. So let's go ahead and start with the saxes. I'm honestly going to keep these all in unison because if I look at my transpose pitch, it's all in a good range and this will be really powerful. I think it'll sound great, but you'll notice things start to get a little iffy over here. So what I'm actually going to do at this point is I'm going to break into harmony. It'll be a cool break from this unison line of what's already happening, and it'll open up the harmony, and you'll notice that the alto sax is up at the C sharp and it's pushing my tenors way up, especially if I were to stay in a closed voicing. So I can actually go to a nice, really wide open voicing. So let's explore that. So I'm actually going to put a G in my alto sax, and then below that I can go to a D and then a B below that. This voicing will be really wide and open. So now I'll fill in the gaps approaching that chord. So here's what my finished product looks like. Even though this is a G7 flat 9 flat 13, it's really implying I can use the altered scale, which means I'm also including the sharp 11, but now I have a part that's very friendly for them to read, and there's no repeated notes. So every player has an interesting line, and what happens is they go from these fairly closed, tighter voicings and they open up into this really wide voicing at the end. To finish out arranging the section, I'm going to finish with the brass, and the way I'm going to do this is pick a rhythm and pick a lead line. It's really obvious the rhythm I'm going to pick because it's handed to me from the rhythm section. In general, you don't need to constantly add layers on layers. If you already have something compelling, just add on to it. You don't need more than 2 or 3 things going on at once for something to be engaging. So first I'll just write a lead line into my lead trumpet. Now that I have this lead trumpet part that is compatible with my rhythm section and my saxophones, I'm going to parse out the harmonies for the rest of my brass, excluding trombone 4, which is my bass trombone. I will be thinking about the principle where I don't put my major seconds in minor second intervals between my first 2 trumpets. Instead, they will be living in between these 3 horns. So with the brass harmonies done, let's go ahead and write a bass trombone part. Let's take a listen to the finished score. If you learned anything and you want more videos like this, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. If you want some long form YouTube videos, please go to my YouTube channel and like my latest community posts and leave a comment so I know what kind of content to make. Thank you.